Well, hi Libras. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for reading. So this is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the middle card in the first section of the reading. So let's get started. If you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Here we go for our Libras. What can you expect in any advice would be nice? For Libras, what can you expect coming up soon? Oh, they're starting to be crazy. Okay. I'm going to pull out two cards, too, at the end of this reading for advice or guidance from the Angel deck. I'm going to pull one, and I'm also going to pull one from the Law of Attraction deck. So let's get your cards out for Libras. In the order they came out. You've been feeling kind of lonely and maybe ghosted or rejected in some fashion. There's extra cards for the second part of the reading. I have the Five of Pentacles surrounding your entire reading. So the Five of Pentacles is about feeling lonely, abandoned, rejected, alone. You know, it's just kind of a energy of, it's very spiritual. Okay, first off, you can come in out of the cold with this card. So this is just kind of telling me where your head's at. You may be, well, look at these cards. Your head is definitely you're in the middle of something in your head about something that's happened in your life. Someone really might have ghosted you. Up in your highest energy, I have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you put in whatever's going on here. These are the two strongest energies in your whole reading. And so I think you put in a lot of time waiting for a relationship here to come to fruition. So it's like that bush, it budded, but it never blossomed. And you kept waiting for it to blossom and blossom and blossom. And then it's like they disappeared or they left you or something like that, rejected you in some manner. Like I said, they have ghosted you for whatever reasons. I have the Three of Wands next to the Seven of Pentacles and right above the Five of Pentacles. So here you are. It just kind of leaves you on your own again, holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And you're looking out over the world, and there's three ships. I always try to show the ships, but there's 1, 2, 3 ships out there. And what you're doing is you really do want a fresh start and a new beginning. And you're waiting for your ship to come in. You want the right ship to come in. You don't want any more of this waiting forever for something to come to fruition and it never happening. So I have the Two of Swords next to the Three of Wands. And the Two of Swords, these are in your highest energy. It's almost like you didn't deal with a situation. You did all this waiting and waiting instead of actively seeking the truth of the matter. Okay, so you have this blindfold on, your heart is protected and your swords are up, and that's why you weren't pursuing what was going on here, the heart of the matter, because you didn't want your heart to get hurt. And you probably had the intuition, you had a feeling that if you started a conversation like this, that it would backfire on you. Well, I mean, it's like an ostrich putting its head in the sand, like hoping it'll go away, hoping it'll work itself out. And it just never does. Well, hardly ever works itself out. It didn't in this case and in most cases. So, there you are. Now you're waiting for your real ship to come in. You keep hoping that this is the real ship, the one for you for the rest of your life, so you don't have to go through this anymore. I have the Nine of Swords right below the Seven of Pentacles and right next to the Five of Pentacles. So you are up in your head. These are swords of truth and clarity. This is time that you spend alone. So at any time that you're up in your head, like You could be doing anything really. You don't have to be in bed. You could be cutting up vegetables for dinner. You could be working in the garden. You could be doing anything where these thoughts start creeping in. And these are thoughts of truth and clarity. And they come in and are over and over and over. And this card sits right between the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So that tells me that I think that you were left alone. I think it could have been a ghosting, either that or just a rejection type feeling that I get. And all this waiting, you're like, why did you're asking yourself, why did you just wait and stick around all this time when you kind of knew what was happening, what was going to happen? So, that could be self-blaming in some cases, that you were in it as long as you were. But don't blame yourself. I mean, if that's the case for you, don't blame yourself, because it happens. These kinds of things happen, and it's nobody's fault. As a matter of fact, you're the one that kind of was waiting it out and not running away from it. You weren't dealing with it, but you weren't running away from it either. So, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out, and now it's time. Your ship's still out there. Otherwise, the Three of Wands would not be there. I have the Three of Cups, and guess what? I think your ship has somebody on it that you've met before, and there's someone that you're going to reunite with. It could be from any time in your past. It doesn't have to be a lover, but it's going to be a happy reunion. And I think this person is on the ship coming in, and I want to keep reading here. Who knows, maybe it's the same person, but I got a long ways to go in this reading. I have the Three of Swords under the Nine of Swords. The broken heart. This is what you were trying to stave off by not dealing with it. Well, it happened anyway. Tears. The rain are tears. Your heart is broke. It's pierced. And it's really got you up in your head about, I think part of it is about you feeling like you kind of didn't deal with this when you should have. It went too far, too long before this happened. But look, I got the Three of Wands on one side of the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands on the other side. So this is telling me that fresh start and new beginning, it's on its way and it's coming in. Look at that wand just blooming and blossoming. It's like goodbye to toxic energy. There was toxic energy in this past relationship. There's the horns of Capricorn, so this is the card for Capricorn, but the energy is entirely different. And it's like you were bonded to somebody who is tied to someone or something else. This person might be letting go the third party. They might be letting go this whatever it is that they were tied to. They might be coming back in. I'm still not certain. Let me take out the second part of this reading and see what these cards are trying to tell us. I had a lot of extra cards, didn't I? I need a couple more for this reading, please. For Libra. Got three more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, Libra. The Emperor. The Emperor is right next to the Two of Swords here. The Emperor is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is like holding true to yourself. This is being kind of stubborn as far as what you want. That's a granite throne. That's very, very heavy that you're sitting on. It's like you see your life how you know in your mind how it should be, and you're really not willing to waver very much from it. You are very well liked and respected by others, and you might be a leader in your profession. So you have a strong personality, and you pretty well, you know what you want. Next to the Knight of Pentacles, you want that pentacle to come in. You want a secure and stable relationship. That's one of the things that you want. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. It looks like the horse is just standing there, but it's actually moving. There's one foot barely in front of the other, and it's bringing a pentacle with it. So that is that security, that stability, and it's on your ship. And it's with this reunion. Now, it can be towards Virgo or Capricorn. We do have the card for Capricorn down here. But I think it's coming in. I think it's getting closer, very slowly closer. I think this is also what you were waiting for with this other relationship, and it just never happened. I do have the Chariot next to the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is all about moving forward. See those sphinxes there? One snap of those reins, those sphinxes can get up and they can really, really book. And so you are going to be moving forward. There is a very slow incoming commitment, a relationship that has stability and security associated with it. Very slow moving, but it's getting there. It's getting closer to you. I really think it's on your ship. And I think it's part of this reunion here, because this is a happy reunion. I have the Four of Swords under the Emperor and next to the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like this time that you're spending alone, all these swords of truth and clarity that are coming to you. Okay, so you're realizing the situation. You're really kind of seeing it for what it was, okay? But you've also been taking time to yourself, meditating, praying, or soul searching for this truth and this clarity that you've been getting. Very spiritual. See those stained glass windows right under the card of the Emperor. You're really, really hoping that what you really need and want in your life as far as a relationship goes is coming in. And like, where is it? It comes up right next to this card of a happy reunion with someone. Now this could be somebody you've known from childhood. Maybe you run into them on social media, maybe you run into them at the grocery store, but maybe it's the same person who left you feeling high and dry here. I have the Ten of Cups next to the Four of Swords and under the Knight of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups is union between two people. There's also children in this card, so children might be around the reading someplace. But that's in cups of love, sunshine, and rainbows, and that's an equal exchange of love. That's a very beautiful card. And look, it's right below the Knight of Pentacles, and I think this is what you've been hoping and praying for to come in. This is what you want. You want that union, you want that equal exchange of love. So this burden that you've been carrying, and it feels like a heavy burden, this Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, it really is a heavy burden. It's going to be going away, because I have the Ten of Wands. There's no, okay? So the Ten is the most wands you can pick up. And look, this person is all hunched over. I mean, they can hardly take another step with all those wands. You're going to be dropping them one by one or all at once. And this is going to help you to move forward here. Ooh, let me keep reading. I almost feel like this person, for some of you, this person's coming back. For many of you, this person is coming back. It's like they're letting go of the third energy. I have the Star next to the Devil card and under the Four of Swords. This is a card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. Very deep healing card. Right under another healing card of getting that truth and that clarity and praying and really putting that energy out to the universe to help, wanting to bring in what it is that you're looking for. But with the Star, it's like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water and remembering the essence of who you are, and that's healing right down to your bare bones. This really took a lot out of you, this past relationship. So you're healing right down to your bare bones from this toxic energy. I have the Seven of Cups right next to the Star and under the Ten of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is picking the wrong cups. As you know, all those cups are just, screaming, pick me, pick me. Well, none of those cups are the right cups. Some of them have other agendas that were hidden that you didn't know about until later. Some of them, just other things become more important than the relationship. And so they don't work out. And it's very confusing. So This is right below the Ten of Cups, which is what you actually want, but you've been getting the Seven of Cups, and this is what you're healing from. The Seven of Cups and this toxic energy. But, I remember I said that you're going to be dropping those wands. You're going to be able to stand up straight and breathe and take that pressure off yourself and move forward. Well, here's the Ace of Pentacles. So that Knight of Pentacles is coming in. They're actually bringing what you've been waiting for. Slow to get here, but they're coming. They're not far out. So this is an offer. This is an offer of commitment, security, or stability. This is an offer of groundedness. This is what was lacking in this other relationship because of the toxic energy. Then I had the Tower card here. So that's why I kind of feel like they're coming back. I feel like this Tower moment is what gets the other person kind of thinking along the same lines that you were thinking and hoping for, trying not to deal with. And now they're up in their heads and they're living in the Tower moment. And they're like, oh, I don't know, I really want you in my life. So they have ran away from the situation. But in this reading, I really do feel like for most of you, this is the same person coming back, willing to have some sort of compromise, at the very least, about security and stability, about being grounded in this relationship. And you're holding true to yourself. You will not accept anything less, okay? But I think they're coming back in. I think they're saying goodbye. See the devil waving goodbye to the toxic energy, whatever was attached to them, whatever was holding them back from this relationship. So let's look at a angel card. Excuse me. Let's see what kind of advice the angels and the guardian angels and spirit guides have for you. May or not have. Well, that's the one then. Wow, I like it when they pop out. Yes, I do. Oh, I got two. Can't take two. Nope, that's gonna be mixed. Could be mixed messages. I just need one card out of this. Yeah, if it pops out, just give me one, please. Generally, they don't pop out at all. Okay, let's cut these. Let's see what we have for you. Creativity and abundance is the name of the card. So you can pause. You can read this as many times as you want. But I'm going to read it to you. It's the number 3. So, creativity and abundance. Dear one, you're being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are, the star, okay? It's time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects or becoming a parent. Where was it I saw? I said you might have right here, the of Cups. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. So follow your passions, okay? And I really do feel like that's what you're doing here as the Emperor. Now, the Emperor, in this case, is a good energy. In some cases, they're not. But in this case, you're just holding true to yourself. And you're just not going to waver from what you know is going to make you happy. And so, follow your passion so that the abundance and prosperity manifest for you. Do that. Keep your eye on the things that you like, that you have passion for. Pull out a Law of Attraction card for the month of Libras. One more shuffle. June. Please, and pull you out a card. The universal law of attraction defined. Well, let's see what this card is about. The law of attraction says the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. And while this seems like a rather simple statement, it defines the most powerful law in the universe, the law that affects all things at all times. For nothing exists that is unaffected by this powerful law, the law of attraction. Keep your thoughts on what you want, okay? And it will come. So Libras, this is your reading. Wow. And thank you for watching Universal Guidance.